Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm from Waves of Harmony.
And I'm Greg, and I'm from Grief and Trauma Support.
Welcome to this brief video that will describe our workshop, a 2-day workshop of being with grief. And this workshop was created to be as holistic as possible by bringing your whole being in. We'll be exploring different modalities to support whole body experiences, as well as learning and practicing empathic listening.
So we thought that in this video we'd give you just a little snapshot to have an idea of what actually happens in the workshop. So when you arrive, we deliberately leave some space for you to settle yourselves in, sort of arrive in the space, and then flowing through that to then start to begin connecting to perhaps reflecting on any personal grief experiences that might be there. And within that, it is both your own and maybe also grief that might come from doing work with supporting people and how that sort of sits with you as well. And then part of the movement in the workshop is that we'll then have some experiences of Tai Chi and sound healing. So just, again, that holistic view of shift things a little bit while also allowing some space for some processing. And we'll then sort of talk a little bit about the background of empathic listening and go into a bit more depth around that and explore together that idea, and also bring some experiential parts into understanding that. So we'll run through sort of a bit of the background and the history of empathic listening for people attending, and provide sort of examples. So what we try and do in the workshop is, as we're doing the workshop, we're actually living what we're talking about. So when people are reflecting, we're, as best we're able to, we're applying these principles of empathic listening actually in the workshop. So it's not just sort of teaching about, it's like the whole workshop is immersed in those concepts and those ideas. And we allow plenty of time in the workshop to sort of practice and explore that empathic listening. There's also a part in day one where we look at using poetic sort of devices to distill a felt sense about things, which is part of the idea of empathic listening. So being able to sort of distill a feeling around something in a poetic way is there as well. And then we sort of round out the day, make sure that, similar to the beginning, there's a, what you might call, as well as a settling in, there's a settling out at the end of the day, so that people can finish the day and sort of head off, and then come back for day two.
Yep. And then in day two, we sort of, again, ease into the day, give space and time to get comfortable in the surroundings, and beginning really gently with some Tai Chi and sound healing again to really sort of settle into the body as well. So starting to allow that space and supportive space for people to actually experience that. And in day two, we'll be going into some background about thought field therapy, or TFT, which is tapping, and experiencing TFT in relationship to your own personal grief. So how can that be helpful? And experience and practicing some more empathic listening, because we realize sometimes the first day is about sort of starting to take in the information, and then it takes a while to sort of process, because it can be quite deep and a bit philosophical, and sometimes it just takes a little while to grasp. And so we'll practice a little bit more the second day with that, give some more examples, and come together on the second day more in a group and reflect and share more in that space about the experiences and maybe any questions and things that you're left with. So it's a really sort of well-rounded workshop with many opportunities to explore grief of your own, but also we'll be discussing how that then you'll be sharing, but you'll also be listening, which is part of yourself, but also you can take these ideas back into your workplace and your professional practice as well.
And sort of thinking about how coming out of this workshop, what you've experienced then translates into maybe something being different when you're then supporting people with their grief, because you've had this lived practice or experience of how to be with it within yourself, and you can apply that.
That's right. And it doesn't stop there, because we're also offering beyond being with grief.
Yes. So it was very important for us to think about, and actually out of an initial workshop that we ran, participants really connected to this idea of developing almost like a community of practice type of idea, where there are opportunities to have supervision practice groups at regular intervals for anyone who's attended this workshop, to be able to come back, reflect on what we've talked about, maybe add things as we read and experience new things that we're coming across and share those in. So it's developing this community of people with an interest in this particular way of being with grief, so that it's not just come to a workshop and that's it. There are opportunities to keep developing.
That's right. It's almost as if the workshop is a living process of its own. So, and we have learned so much from the past, that we've done different things, and we're still adding new things in all the time. So it's a really great opportunity for us to get those new ideas out there too. So we welcome you to come along. Hopefully that gives you more details. And if you need to find more information, you can always get in touch with us. We're happy to answer any other questions you might have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hope to see some of you at one of our workshops.
That's right. We'll love being with you.
Yes.